We have been doing this series of attitude to altitude. I'm learning a lot personally, and this decision to dig deeper into what it means to self-sabotage actually has a name. Like, there are actually different levels of self-sabotage, different labels for self-sabotage, different categories of self-sabotage. I'm trying to think of a better way to say this so that you get it. So let me give you one, for example. This idea of minimizing the positive or discounting the positive. I remember, story time, I was working for computer companies. I'm in the IT industry by trade. I'm in the IT industry, working for different companies, selling technology solutions and doing really well, at least relatively speaking at the time. I was very good at bringing in the clients and making everybody else rich, basically. So was I doing well? Well, now it's questionable because I know better. But yeah, for the longest time, my now husband would say to me, he was my boyfriend at the time, he would say, Angela, you really don't need to be working for these people. You can totally do this yourself. And I was like, I just like talking to people. I'm just really good at people. I just like talking to people. And he would come to my office and see me in action and he was really impressed. But for me, he was just, well, I like talking to people. I was discounting the positive. I didn't know at the time, because I wasn't aware. That awareness factor, it's that game changer in so many areas of our lives. So I was there telling him for a couple of years, I just really like the people. I just like talking to people. And he would come and he would look at my revenue run and he would be so impressed. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. How much of that do you get, Angela? Some pathetic number. I don't want to share over here. But I remember the day when I woke up. I asked my boss for a raise. And he said to me, Angela, if you were still in India, we'd send you home as a cold caller and pay you $30,000 a year. That was my moment to stop discounting the positive. I quit. Yeah, wouldn't you? And today, I run an IT company employing men and women, still serving the federal, state, and local government. Actually, I've expanded out because now I'm selling to the federal government, state government, local government. Back then, I was just really serving private companies. But the point is, get the point. The point is, it was a cognitive distortion of mine to discount the positive. So I self-sabotaged. So I was at a very low altitude because of my attitude. We all, at some point in our lives, will self-sabotage. The question is, do you plan to wake up like I did? Do you plan to seize your moment? Do you plan to say, you know what? No more. No more. It ends today. That was my day when he said that to me 17 years ago. I never looked back. I've never gone back to work for another IT company. I run my own. So tell me, do you recognize the self-sabotage of discounting the positive in your own life? If you do, how is it showing up? Tell me in the comments. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel, evespeaks.com. I'll catch you later. And make sure you recognize whether or not your current attitude is terrorizing, interrogating, interrupting your altitude. All right.